If you want to see me create my first look using the quad of the month for September, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and I'm finally getting into this one, so I'm doing the quad of the month for September at the beginning of October. Don't judge. This past month has been, I've been to hell and back, and I'm not talking about it now, but just to know that I am impressed that I've been able to keep up with videos for the most part, because roller coaster does not start to describe what life has been like. I'll just say that. But today we're talking eyeshadow, and we're talking about these four. Now, if you want to see the introduction of all of these colors that are not coming through on camera, hello, where's the pink? I'm really hoping, there we go. Oh. Anyway, I'm hoping you can see the pink. There's a pink right there. We are going to do the first look, and I am going to use the pink. I'm going to use pink, almost everything in this quad for the first look. And let's get right to it. I will do one eye and then the other eye off camera. So let's get into the pink. And for that, I'm going to use my favorite fluffy brush to get things done. And the pink is called 39S Pink Prize. So it's from the 39S from Morphe. A palette that I really quite enjoyed, by the way. And I'm very happy to have depotted it so that I can use it in quad of the month. So that is really super. It's a very light pink. It's going to take me a bit to build it up. I have a pretty neutral base, which is my usual Pan That palette base. You know what? I'm impressed because it's showing through, even though the beige I had on before was darker than this color. It's really neat, and what I was trying to start to say is that it's very neutral and understated. So it's pink, but it's almost like it's a not there pink. I like it. And I am in love usually with colorful mattes, so it's no surprise that I am enjoying this color. Now we have to talk about the rest of this quad, and I think I'm going to go with this guy on the outer lid and outer crease, and probably lower lash line. So let's do that. I'm just going to do a little bit more of that pink on the lower lid. Okay, now we're going to go into the purple. And I'm changing brushes. I'm going to go to a smaller crease brush. This one is from Sephora. And the other one from Quo. Quo is a Canadian brand, if you're curious. Just going to stamp first, try not to get fallout everywhere. I'm always cautious with mattes. They tend to have fallout, unless they're stickier formula, in which case they're harder to blend. So you have to pick your poison, basically, with eyeshadow. And again on the lower lid. And like a smoky purple here. I'm really liking that, and I want to go deeper, so I'm going to change my brush to something that's more of a packer brush. Let's try this one. It's still somewhat fluffy, not quite a packer brush, but I'm picking up the kick up. There's a lot of kick up, and I'm just going to pat it on. Oh yeah, look at that. What a difference. I'm going to pat it on. I might go sideways in the crease with this brush. I think I can get away with that. I want to pack on some more. Again, picking up the kick up. I'm really liking that a lot. And I think I'm going to go back into the crease brush and just see if I can intensify the crease a little bit. Okay, so let's see what I can do. All right, and I'm going to use my angled brush from Sephora to go down onto the lower lid. And this is what I'm talking about, just an angled brush. All of those brushes with the tan handle are from the same set. They're a set of 5. I bought I think it was called the Smoke Show quint of brushes, and this one that I don't know what the name of it is. Woo, smoky now. Look at that. Holy cow. That is really pretty to me. I'm really enjoying that. Okay, so we are going to go into this color right here. And I didn't tell you what the purple was. The purple is, again, from the 39S. It's called Make It Rain, R-E-I-G-N, which I like. And now we're going to go into a Juvia's Place Sahara palette color, which is called Iman. And Iman I want to put on the brow bone and also I think on the inner lid. So for the brow bone, I'm going to use a nice fluffy brush called the Contour Shadow Brush from Smashbox. And I do already have the Coloured Raine Lavender Dreams on the brow bone. I really enjoy that one on the brow bone for a purpley pink look. Okay, that looked pretty good. And now my multitasker brush from Smashbox. It's a pyramidal brush and going on the inner, not quite to the center I don't think, but definitely inner lid. I'm probably going to use my finger to finish it up. Okay, finger. It's like silvery blue-green. And Juvia's Place has beautiful shadows, so I'm never worried about putting them on. They always end up beautiful. Right? That is gorgeous. And I think I'm going to end up using the last one on the very bottom on the center lid. And I think that that is going to be quite pretty. It's kind of a deep shade, but somewhat sheer. And let's just see if I can get that to blend nicely with Iman. That is really, really pretty in my opinion. I'm going to just intensify Iman a little bit on the inner lid here, just to make sure it goes up high enough. Okay, I'm really happy with this, so I'm going to go off camera, recreate it on the other eye, and we will talk about how I'm going to finish the look. Okay, the second eye is done, and I just want to talk about what I'm going to do with the rest of my face, and that, well, with the rest of the look, because it's mostly about the eyes. I will be reapplying this Clinique grape colored, it's called Goliath Grape in 07, and it is the Chubby Plump and Shine Liquid Lip Plumping Gloss. I don't feel any sort of plumping effect at all. I've been wearing it this whole video, but I will just be reapplying, just letting you know. And I'm going to be using a couple of liners. I'm going to reapply Zero on my upper waterline. It was there at the beginning of the video. And I'm also going to use Empire on the lower lash line and waterline. It's a nice deep matte kind of purpley blue I think it'll go well with the look. And on the upper lash line, I will use the Clinique Pretty Easy liner now that it is nice and much drier for me to use. It's a lot more fun. And we'll top it off with Monsieur Big, which is going to be my mascara today. And finally, I'm going to use the CoverFX High Performance Setting Spray. I will do all of those things and show you the final look. And here is the final look. Let's talk about everything I added. I did talk about the Clinique Goliath Grape. I did reapply, so that is done. And I have a swatch here for you if you want to see the color. And next up, I have the Clinique Pretty Easy on my upper lash line, and it looks like this. And it is good now, but the first half of its life, it was too liquidy for me, and it made a mess. So I'm happy that it is now my friend, and I can say now that it is pretty easy, because at the beginning of it, it was anything but. And then two Urban Decay liners. Urban Decay is my favorite brand for liners. They glide on without tugging, and when they are set, they don't budge. And Zero is on my upper waterline, and I have Zero right here. And then the one underneath is Empire, which is a just beautiful, rich, deep matte purple. And it is this one here. Really happy with how those two turned out in this look. And then the Monsieur Big mascara is what I finished up the look with before spraying with the CoverFX setting spray, which is the high performance setting spray. So that is my first look using the quad, and let's just go over those colors one last time. I realized there's one that I didn't even name as I was doing my look, so let's just go over them, all of them. So there's first off the Sahara Palettes Iman from Juvia's Place. This is the 39S Pink Prize. Then we have down here the 39S Make It Rain. And down here, finally, we have my favorite out of the whole bunch of four, which is the Coloured Raine Cheers to the Beauty Black Butterfly. Those are the four. All of them were originally in palettes that I have depotted. And I really like this quad combo. And I think that the next look will probably be very intense with this one, because I think it will do the most beautiful smoky eye ever. And I have not done that with that shadow. And ever since I did this quad, I thought of using that color. So I'm happy that I used all four in this look, because it might be a 1 or 1-2 eyeshadow look for the next look. So yeah, and I think I'm going to do 2 looks total with this quad. I think that that's going to be enough. Oh, and if you haven't hit that little subscribe button and you've been watching for a while and you like what you see, I would really appreciate if you would consider subscribing. One thing that I do want to mention is Morphe gets a bad rap, but these 2 mattes, the pink and the purple, were really, really nice to work with. No problem at all. And so far, oh, I have some mascara here. Why didn't you tell me? Hang on. I'm going to keep talking. So far as Morphe goes, the mattes are fine. And I keep putting Morphe single mattes in these quad of the month features because I find they work fine. I'm not sure what all the hate is on Morphe other than some bad behavior, but as far as the shadows go, the only problem I have is sometimes their 35 pan palettes are just way too monotonous. But Boss Mood, I think that's what it's called, Boss Mood, the one that's purple and green, highly recommend. It's a beautiful palette. Anyway, that is my look for today, and I would love to hear what you think of the look. Whether you have a request for another couple of shadows in this quad for me to use, I could consider doing a third look. But I do definitely want to get it done sooner than later because I should really be into my October quad, so I'm still working on September. and I will need to review this one and introduce October and use it in October, which is getting close to a third done at this point. Not quite a quarter done. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed the look. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.